Hello, strong people. Week 1, day 4 of OSG Mid-Atlantic Regional Prep. It's hot out again. I already did some warm-ups. At least warmed up my legs, shoulders, upper back a little bit. So, starting out, sandbag toss, because of course I can't seem to get away from this stupid event. It is what it is. If I train it this much, you think eventually I'd get okay at it. I do think that this event favors me more than a max height or max weight. So, I think I can be fast. I think I can throw these bags, fast enough to maybe get some points that way, because it's a medley. Trying to think of what it is. 40, 30, no. 40, 40, 45, 45, 50, 50, 55? I don't know. I'd have to look at it. Maybe I'll probably let you guys know after this video, because now I'm curious. Either way, it's like a 5 or 6 bag series. I'm guessing over 15 feet, maybe 16. If it's 16, then yeah, I might have a little bit of an issue with that, but I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to do what I can do and continue to improve my technique, because I think that's still the thing that I need. I need more upward momentum, less kind of out and then up. I want all that momentum going up. So I'm going to try to focus on that today. In my warm-ups, I'm going to be a little bit more intentional. So I'm going to basically, I'm going to take the bag, just feel out where the positioning needs to be. These bags, actually, I need to check and see what I even have to do today, because my throwing on Tuesdays, or Wednesdays, sorry, on day 2 of the week is usually less, it's usually different than what I do on my 4th day of the week. So I throw twice, not the same type of throwing each time. So I need to double check that. I actually don't even know what I'm doing today. So yeah, so we're gonna figure it out together. And then front squats. I'm planning on using a regular bar for front squats, just a power bar, rather than SSB, and no box today, so not to a box, just standard squats. I have not done true on a regular bar, no box front squats in I don't know how long, a couple years maybe. I could be wrong. And it's set to 10, which is not going to be fun. So staying awake is going to be the goal on those. Maybe a leg accessory too. And then I think Husafel for some runs, but I got to do something with that Husafel because it's been sitting out in the sun all day, and that thing is probably hot enough to bake cookies on. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Throw some water on it, maybe cool it down and dry it off. Otherwise, I could like legitimately probably burn myself on that thing, because it's just metal, just a big hunk of metal. So let's stop this part of the video, go warm up on some bags, and see what I actually have to do for those. Game on. All right, bag toss went okay. I probably should have picked a little bit flatter spot. I don't know. I don't have a better explanation. The one side I was throwing, it just felt like I was like one side of the ground was higher. I couldn't quite get a good push off, but little stuff like that. It really didn't feel all that consistent today. Some throws would feel good, some throws wouldn't. I don't know. It's just a movement where I think so much about it because it's so technical. Unless you're just an animal and can launch a bag. Some people just make this event look so easy, so nonchalant, flawless, and I am not one of those people. I feel sometimes like I'm launching that bag and it just goes nowhere. There's some drills that I want to do. I think I've shown you guys before back when I first started throwing bags, and I like the idea of it, but it's going to take too much time in a medley. Because I've seen two different things. I watched one video. It was like, keep both your feet planted. Don't let them twist out to make room for the bag. And just kind of, full triple extension, everything that I already kind of understood. And then a Highlands Games guy would throw, and this is where I learned this technique. It's you come in really high with the bag, so like bring it in as close to you as you can, and then kind of scoop as it goes back and scoop it out of the hole forward. So come in high, scoop, go out low. And I noticed whenever he was coming in high, he was turning his feet out and his knees out to make room for the bag to squeak between his knees. And that was a Highlands game guy. Now, I don't know what's best. Seems like a very individual event. What works for me might not work for someone else, and vice versa. I don't know. All I know is I got to figure it out because I can't keep losing points on this event. It's not going to fly. We'll see though. I'm kind of at a loss for words because I don't really know what to do about it, other than keep training it. Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, I started warming up I took a little bit of a break because it just needed to rehydrate. Started warming up for front squats. I don't know what kind of shoes I'm going to wear for this yet. I have not wore Ollie shoes, Olympic shoes, squat shoes, whatever you want to call them, in a long time. But I also haven't done this type of squat in a long time. And for a general front squat, you got to be pretty upright so the bar doesn't roll forward. And although my ankle mobility has gotten better, it is not great by any means, I would say. So that's why I'm leaning towards giving them a go again, the Olympic shoes. But I haven't used them in such a long time, they might feel a little foreign. So I'm not going to be going stupid heavy. It's 3 sets of 10. So honestly, I'll be surprised if I can get above 225. That might be pushing it, just because the lack of squats over the last so many weeks. My legs are definitely not conditioned. And that's just, it's programming wise. You're not going to squat super heavy out from a show where there is no heavy squats. And I squatted a little bit there the week after the show. My hips were angry. It did not like it. So I called it there, played it safe, didn't want to do anything too stupid. So I'm going to see. I'm going to do some more reps with just the bar, see how the Olympic shoes feel versus like just socks or flats or whatever. So we'll see what we end up using. All right, so after throwing on the squat shoes, yeah, night and day difference. Absolutely using the squat shoes. I felt so much better. It was like two different movements. I'm going from a flat sole to the squat shoe. So I got 315 on here right now. It's probably a little bit ambitious. I'm at a 225 for 10. It felt good. Felt really good. I thought about 275, but I was like, nah. Let's throw on a third plate. So this could be stupid, but I don't know. We're going to do it. So let's do it. Well, that set was really good. I'm very happy. 315 for 10, regular old front squat. I didn't think I had that in the tank. I don't know if I've ever done that. I think I've done more for 10 reps. I mean, like, I think I might have done SSB front squats on a box more than that. But regular old front squat with a bar, I don't think I've ever done that. I could be really wrong. It's been a long time since I've done any of that, so I don't know. But on like reps 7, 8, 9, 10, I could tell that I was kind of getting lazy and letting my arms dip forward. And doing that, I tweaked my left bicep. Nothing crazy. I mean, like, I flex it and it hurts a little bit, but I mean, I can still flex it. Like, I didn't tear a bicep or anything, but that's probably going to put an end to today. I did that one set, and I'm not going to do another set at that, just because that position, pushing up like that, kind of, it's hurting. Not anything too bad. It's more uncomfortable than pain. And then after this, it's stuff where I need to, have the bicep. Sorry, I put the mic down to kind of demonstrate, but you can't even see me demonstrating. So, it's like dumbbell walking lunges. So I might do regular walking lunges. There's something else. And then Husafel carry. I don't think that a Husafel, just doing the squeezing motion with a Husafel, that's a really bad idea. I can feel that pulling. So, nah, not going to happen. Kind of unfortunate. I don't think it's anything crazy. What I will say is, actually, I don't think I have to clean the axle in the coming weeks. I could be wrong. I know last week, I should say this week, earlier this week, sorry, this week has just felt like so long. I had Wednesday off and moved everything, and that made it feel like a weekend. It was, my days were all messed up after that. So Monday, I press, obviously, it's my main pressing day, and circus was kind of the main go-to. Axle was either strict press clean once and press away, or press out of the rack. So because I think it's the same thing this next week, so I should be able to avoid any axle cleans, which I'm definitely going to need to, because at least right now, it might feel fine after a couple days, but right now, I wouldn't dare do anything like that. Really, it's just trying to be smart. I'm still early in prep. I don't need to hurt myself now. Hurting yourself in prep is bad anytime, but I suppose if I'm going to do it, it should be now, so I have time to heal up. I'm not going to push that today. Anything like arm related to carry, hold, it's a no-go. I can feel it pulling, just moving around, like right there. As like if I squeeze, like if I were using a Husafel, it's pretty uncomfortable. So not going to push that anymore. Kind of annoyed, but I'm not, like, it's not a big deal. Shouldn't be, at least, as long as I take care of it correctly. So unfortunately, that is probably going to be the end of the video today. I'm not going to record anything else, just because it might just be walking lunges, and that's pretty boring. So frustrating, but that kind of stuff happens. So I'm going to end the video here, because I got to do some electrical line work. I got to dig up some stuff to get this concrete laid. So that's kind of the plan for at least the next few hours, hopefully. So we'll see how long I make it in the heat. It's still 90 degrees out or whatever. So we'll see. So by the way, we are only a few subscribers away from 500. That's insane. I think I said that last video before, whatever, but it's growing. You guys are making the channel grow way too fast. It's crazy. I don't know what I did differently or where you're coming from, but thank you for being here. So I'm honestly amazed. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't. Like, some people have told me to, make this a show. Wear something different, wear something funny. I do wear the pug shirt sometimes because I do think that's funny. But make a spectacle out of it. Put on a show. Like, I'm not, that's just not me. I'm coming in here, I'm going to be me. I'm not going to, fake a video, or I'm not going to, say there's more weight on it than there is, or I'm not going to, get all hyped up all the time. I'm going to do what I do normally and just record it for you guys and talk about it in between sets or after sets or whatever. Because this is the reality for a lot of it. Most of us are not these big, yelling, crazy guys. We just want to go lift. Sometimes, you got to get a little crazy to move some really heavy weight, but I'm not going to do it every single video. That'd be exhausting. You're draining yourself. If you do that every single time, you are probably draining your energy, overexpending your energy for the next set, the next exercise, the next day. Use your energy sparingly because you only have so much of it. So that's kind of my viewpoint on it. And I used to be kind of crazy in the gym, smelling salts, yelling. I still do yell a little bit here and there, if you need to. It just depends. But I'm not going to do it every single time on purpose just because, I might get more views or more attention or whatever. I'm going to just do it whenever I feel like I need to be in that mindset. So I'm not going to be someone I'm not doing this. I'm just going to record what I've been doing for the last 5 years and show you guys. It's really all there is to it. I'm pretty simple. I don't want to make this, like your standard fitness influencer type of stuff. I don't really care too much about that. I care about showing you guys what it's really like training to just be as strong as you can. Now, guys at the top level will have very different videos because they do, a lot more recovery work. I don't know. They're a little bit different, but the basics are all the same. They're in here. They're doing their, main event training. They're doing their accessories. They're eating, sleeping, recovering. All the same stuff. They're just, doing it a little bit better. 1% here, 2% there. And maybe if you guys stick along long enough, you might see me get there at some point. I have no idea. I'm not setting a goal. The goal is just to be, the best I can be. And I don't know what that is, so we got to find out. And the only way to find out is to keep training consistently, build on it over time, and see where you end up after a decade. If you can make it a decade in the sport. Some people don't. A lot of people don't. You just got to be careful. Take care of yourself when you can and be smart about your training. Try to avoid injuries. I say as I just tweak my bicep. But I'm playing it smart. Doing stuff that's not going to bother my arm. Let it heal. Because if that's a torn bicep, then I'm out for, a good little while at least. Which it is what it is. If it happens, it happens. But obviously we want to avoid that. Usually it's the healthiest guy at these shows that wins. At least at the top level. Not really, but, some people can come in hurt and still, win the show. Just depends. But at the end of the day, I'm still just going to repeat myself. I'm just going to record what I've been doing for 5 years and show you guys. If you like it, you like it. I appreciate that. If you don't, that's fine too. It's not for everybody. And I appreciate the people who have said that too. Proper editing, better editing, make a show out of it, scream, yell, wear, whatever. I appreciate you guys saying that because it means that you guys want me to grow. But I will do so on my own terms, not on someone else's. I will grow at my own speed, if at all. So I'm going to be me doing it. If I grow, I grow. If I don't, I don't. That's fine. But there's not going to be someone I'm not. So that's really all there is to it. And I know it's possible. I haven't talked about it in a while, but Sam Sulek, he is that to a T. He just does what he's been doing, but just records it and uploads it. There's no frills, there's no special editing, there's nothing crazy going on with him. Except himself. He is crazy. That's why he looks crazy. That's why everybody watches him. And, car talks. He's an entertaining guy. Smart guy. But he does not have all this, I don't even know what you want to call it. Glamour, special editing, editors, whatever. He might have an editor now. I don't know. But it's just a guy recording his lifts. And that's what I've always liked to watch. So that's what I want to be as well. That's what got me into lifting. I watched guys that just did this. What I'm showing you is what I used to watch when I got into lifting. So it's what I want to do. I like it. So until next time, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.